two fan bases have been going at it early from the tailgate to the end zones, and you gotta think this will be a little contentious. Welcome everyone to the home of the Texas Tech Red Raiders, Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Baylor Bears, taking on another team from the Big 12, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Bears will kick it away first. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Red Raiders offense will go on the attack first. Now, guys, let's not forget, the last time these two got together, we had ourselves an absolute classic that has provided motivation for one side ever since, David.
I mean, such a back and forth, such a fun game. Everyone remembers where they were on their couch or in the stadium for that rivalry game.
And that's what rivalry games are supposed to look like. Both teams playing with phenomenal intensity. It's going to go down right to the wire. And you're right, those are the games that make college football special.
Looking for room at the 40. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Quickly complete. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down. The Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. Caught near the sticks. It's Ferguson. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. They want to run it left here. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Looking for a man. It's Hawkins. Buys a little time with his feet. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. He's going to take off. No more room to run as this defense rises up on 3rd down, and now it's 4th down from the 22. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Got it! Oh, and he thought he might be able to wiggle his way into the end zone, but they knock him down at the 3. And the Red Raiders will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Now try to pound their way in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Baylor Bears offense will get the ball for the first time. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback in this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful. They wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. See if they can get it done.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric trying to help Tech on this 3rd down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And the quarterback just just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end, in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
It's so hard to defend these guys. You know, it's 1st and 10. Everything's available to you. You don't know if it's run or pass, and then you add in the scrambling element with the quarterback. He does a great job scrambling outside, getting outside the pocket, and then at the end of the play, not taking a hit, getting a first down, new set of downs for the offense.
This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Red Raider.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes continue to feed this man the ball.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Looking downfield on 1st down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart, and he's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Get it out on the screen. There he goes. He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. And the Bears are flying down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Safe completion on the screen. At the 35, he's loose. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Baylor! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Yeah, and if I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked. Maybe even double-team high load. Chop blocked. on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? Dances away. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. The Red Raiders will line it up on 1st and 10. Pocket breaking down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. Under fire. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
Awesome job by the defense. Not only getting the fast quarterback on the ground, but understanding what he wants to do. He can take off. I got to make sure I got good pursuit angles, and I got to make sure I build rails. I can't let him outside. I got to keep him in the pocket. He tries to get outside. They get the sack and get the huge loss on that play.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Lets it fly deep downfield. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
And those 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down to the receiver.
Turning it on! They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Snap it to the back. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. They'll try to sneak it.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
They'll run play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark. The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. I think the one thing you can say here, Jesse, is that both defenses have done a pretty good job mitigating damages.
Yeah, and on that last drive, not getting it on 4th basically only cost you 3 points. That's the good news. Let's just turn the page, David, and move on.
So I think you can still be aggressive. You can still go for it on 4th down. Now you know you can trust your defense.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance, everything their play caller.
It's a running room. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the +4. kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
And the Red Raiders will try to convert on 4th down. Complete out of the backfield. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. The give on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
To the air on 2nd down. Picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Trying to take it back. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Under fire. Throwing on the run. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. So now it's 2nd and long. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Right on the money. Brought down at the 21-yard line. A 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Red Raiders trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
And they'll spread receivers all over the field, 5 wide on 2nd and goal. Quarterback keeps it. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
And man, that is a great tackle. And your safeties have to be great tacklers, especially nowadays with all these quarterbacks that want to run. These good athletes like this guy right here. Nice job.
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. It'll be 4th and goal, and it'll be a tough one. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Scrambling away. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. The give on the counter. Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Going to try to get it himself. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Back to pass, it's Hawkins. The sweet feet buy a little time. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now third down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And the Red Raiders will have it 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Spangler. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Got his man downfield. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Red Raiders started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. The quick out. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Trying play action. Fires into the end zone. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted.
Well, he was rolling to his right, and because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield very late in the half. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. They'll leave it with him. Got enough for the first. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick completion on the out. Oh, he's got some space. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. He's going to let it go. He can't haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. He'll put total under and get this 2nd half started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the 1st half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the 1st half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the 1st half.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And the Bears line up to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. play action on first down. Still looking on the move. Grab near the sticks. It's Ferguson. And he's brought down after a nice gain. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Off the play fake. Rushes on him. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Fires downfield. He's got it. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. They're down to the 32-yard line on first and 10. Finds a crease at the 20. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Steps away. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass, perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy?
Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Behind the chains now on second and long. Quarterback on the keeper. Still on his feet at the 45. It's a fumble. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds. On first and 10 from the 38. Looking to throw on first down.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass. You got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, he'll throw it. They're working that left side, and he's knocked down.
Man, the offense got away with one there. That was supposed to be a running back screen. Instead, the quarterback threw it somewhere else. And with all the offensive line running way down the field, they're lucky that wasn't a penalty.
Looking to throw on third. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Bears will try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it down the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on first down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Bears kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. He's got it and still on his feet. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate.
Touchdown, Bears! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. The give is to Williams. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Got it in the middle, it's Williams. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. Unleashes one. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to throw again. Extending the play. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Looking for an open area to his left. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
And they can't connect a costly turnover on downs. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Makes the catch. At the 45, on its way. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. Fires to the right. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Got it in the middle, it's Ferguson. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. And the Red Raiders look to do some damage in the red zone. Buys a little extra time. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, try and have a big completion here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. Absolutely center cut. And now they take the lead. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got his man on the right. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Going to swing it on second down. He's got him in the flat. Still running at the 35. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. The Bears moving quickly to the line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Backed up now, here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. And guys, a perfect opportunity here to take the lead late. He'll do it himself. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Second and goal for this offense. He'll pull it on the read. Touchdown, Baylor! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
How nice is it to know, man, late in the ball game when I need it, I can keep the football on the ground, not get super complicated, pound the rock, get in the end zone, and take the lead.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. North Texas is running away with this one behind an offense that's been firing on all cylinders. They're up by 18 over Tulane. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. To the air, it's Hawkins. Makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. The Red Raiders have it with a first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, with that last completion. He's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Spangler. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. He'll pull it down.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good. He has been gashing them in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. The give is to Williams. That'll be enough for
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Catch in the middle, it's Ferguson. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll try the run. Find some fresh air. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense doing their job getting that last stop, and now third in California. Not a lot of play calls to convert this, so defensively, let's get off the field now. The clock's running. We need to give it back to our offense with as much time as possible.
Target over the middle. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. They say every game counts the same in the standings, and that is true, but there are some